There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be an underused match against a good friend of mine, DD5, and a very good YouTuber, and I will leave his link in the description. He wanted to check out my Hail underused team firsthand, so he challenged me, and this is going to be our match. Now, a lot of his Pokemon are very high power, and I have nothing for. Mindshow and Rotom Heat especially, so one of the best moves I can do is Death Fodder Snover, which isn't really a good move. I guess it's a good move, but it would be better if I had ways of dealing with these Pokemon. So I'm going to have to get creative, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch into Ice King, thinking he might want to Volt Switch, and he goes for it, which is great. And that is going to allow me to get up Stealth Rocks, thanks to Black and White 2. Nidoking, the Dream World version of Nidoking, can use Stealth Rocks, so that's great. He's going to send out a Azumarill, and I am going to block the hit with Intimidate Hitmontop, and then he's going to make kind of, it's a really big misplay. He accidentally switched in Swellow there. It was a misclick, and I'm actually going to make the same misclick later on, except I don't have a Swellow, but I'll tell you later. I'm just going to switch Bananas out to cop the Fake Out hit, since I don't really have a lot of things to take Fake Out hits, but Walrein can take it pretty well. Instead of U-turning out, he's just going to switch out manually, and I was thinking he would go for the Overheat. I didn't want to switch Nidoking in, because I had done that before, so I wanted to switch it up. But he's going to go for the Volt Switch anyway, and it does a lot of damage, but Walrein survives it, which is great. I thought it would do more damage than it did, to be honest. This is the part where I make the same problem, the same misplay, where I misclick and send in Hitmontop against his Hitmontop, which is no good. I wanted to U-turn into Nidoking and put on the offensive pressure with the Life Orb Sheer Force Earth Power, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to. So Nidoking does not get to attack anything, and I've got to switch Hitmontop back in to weaken his Mindshow. Expecting U-turn or High Jump Kick. Thankfully he goes for the High Jump Kick, and I don't know. Thankfully nothing really. That's just more damage on my Xatu, which I can't heal because it doesn't have Roost. It has Wish instead of Roost. I really should swap it out for Roost, which he suggested after this battle, because Xatu needs the healing, and most of my Pokemon, well, two of my Pokemon have Ice Body, and I have Leech Seed on Snover, so it kind of works out. I'm gonna try to get my health up as much as possible. I was really hoping he would miss with Overheat, or I would survive, but I know his team inside and out because I've used it a lot. So that is coming off of a Specs Max Attack Modest Rotom Heat, so that's pretty unfortunate. So I'm going to have to throw in Hitmontop again to weaken his super powerful hitters, physical hitters, and that's going to be perfect. I'm going to switch right back out into a new Pokemon, Glaceon, Uguchan, and I can put on a lot of damage on his Pokemon, because I'm the modest max special attack with the Stab Blizzard. I can take out Rotom. I'm a little afraid that Hitmontop will survive, so I'm going to have to Death Fodder Pocahontas, which is a little sad. And if I had the Roost, I would be at higher health, and I could have gotten both my screens up there, and that is going to be something that's going to matter later, but for the time being, I'm looking pretty good. I've got 8-turn Reflect up, and Glaceon is out Choice Scarfed, Ice Body, Health Restoring Awesomeness, and I'm just gonna Blizzard away his Dusclops because I am faster, and he did switch it in, so Storm Pegasus is still a thing, so Spin to Win has been very, very, very good to me in this battle. I've just been using him as a meat shield constantly. I think he's blocked like 4 different hits, and now he's finally going to go down to my own hail damage, but the funny thing about it is getting killed by hail there actually helped me out. It gave me a free switch. So that is kind of weird, but kind of awesome. So he's going to go his fake out, and I forgot that he carried the hidden power ice. He's going to go for that, and unfortunately, Ice King is going to go down to some ice damage, which is a little ironic, but I do have Ugu-chan. I have calced it. Modest with Scarf is enough to outspeed Top Speed Bind Xiao, which is really good for underuse, so that's kind of perfect. So that was a really good match. 1-0, very close. And this is going to be an Ubers battle I had very recently. I really like Ubers, and I think this team is really good, actually. So I'm going to lead with Fretris, as I try to do every time in Uber matches, because funnily enough, or funny enough, I should say, everything in Ubers is grounded, with the exception of like Quagsire or something. But look at this. This is I don't know. So I can basically use my NU team's strategy of getting up all the entry hazards, and then, you know, just going from there. That never use strategy works amazingly well on Ubers, which I find so ironic. So I'm going to make a pretty awesome move. I'm going to double switch, predicting him to go either into Rayquaza or Darkrai, and I have Aura Sphere and Ice Beam, so I can handle them both. He's going to use his V-Crate. He's got the ability that ignores rain, so it does quite a lot, but that's okay. Azumarill's going to come back out. I'm going to take the hit with Ubers, and either way I'm good, because his power goes down every superpower, so Trollrachi can come in quite safely. And I can either Stealth Rock or go for Body Slam. I decided to go for Body Slam, and yeah, that Kyogre is not going to appreciate Uber's who is specifically designed to dispatch other Kyogres, and it is beautiful. Some Kyogres even carry Grass Knot just because Quagsire is so effective, but thankfully his did not. So I'm actually going to get my health way up thanks to Water Absorb and Leftovers. I could have used Recover as well, but I decided to just, you know, go for Earthquake, make the game a little bit shorter, and he's gonna Draco Meteor, but Trollrachi resists that while Quagsire goes down, but, you know, that's alright. And Trollrachi is finally gonna get up those late game Stealth Rocks, and now he's gonna manually switch into Darkrai, who switches into all of those entry hazards. Those are all the entry hazards in the game, plus Body Slam damage. Even if you Dark Void me, I don't care, because in a couple turns you're going to be dead due to poison damage. So that is the beauty of this team, and yeah, really strangely enough, Ubers resembles Never Used. I find that so strange, but I like Never Used a lot, so, you know, I like Ubers a lot too. So those are going to be my 2 awesome matches. If you liked them, leave a like rating or a comment or something. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the Robotnik is Sexy show. See you later, YouTube.